The number one cheap rocket jersey firm.
Lonely Hearts Cafe.
Spicy conversations.
Vince Wright, the sports governor from Minnesota.
Man, Deli
Microwave.
Reggie Long, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents.
My name is Nathan Ivey.
The Sports Bar, also known as Stacy Sports Radio.
Victor Maroon Show.
Law 700.
Your boy DJ Keeper.
The BS3 Sports Show.
This is DJ Queen from the X Squad.
Jelani, JB Bodie, and of course, my man Lopan on the WaitAMinuteShow.com. Ain't that right, Lopan?
This is a podcast.
Welcome to the BS3 Sports Show. We got a great show planned for today. The show's entitled The Great Number 42. If you don't know who that is, Jackie Robinson. This is officially Jackie Robinson Day in Major League Baseball. But today we'll be talking to Weekend Sports with Tyjun Mack. Also interviewing Christian hip-hop artist A-Tone, a.k.a. Antonio Wilborn. Also interviewing Mike Truth, basketball insider. Also interviewing WNBA player of the Dallas Wings, Theresa Plaisance. Also talking Tony Romo and Rangers with Tyler Esparza-Powell. So we got a great show. Stay tuned, stay locked in. Let's go. Welcome everyone to the BS3 Sports Show. We got the chat line jumping right now. Appreciate everybody for tuning in right now. We got Big L, we got Vince, we got Chief Rocka, we got Kesey, we got everybody in the building here. So appreciate everybody. We got a great show today. We got my first guest up on the line already. What's going on, Tyjun?
What's up? How you doing today?
Doing good, man. We got a lot going on today. Man, we got Jackie Robinson Day, number 42. Major League Baseball is going to be honoring him. I believe everyone is going to be wearing number 42 on their jersey. So I think that's pretty dope for Major League Baseball to continue to do that. Also, we got NBA playoffs going on right now. First of all, we have to say rest in peace to Charlie Murphy. He passed away this week. Also, Dan Rooney, the Rooney Rule. That's what the Rooney Rule is named after. So he's done a lot for football, not just for the Steelers, but for the NFL as a whole. So that's a lot of things going on today. But how's it going?
It's going great, man. Ready to get started. Want to just piggyback on some of the stuff you said. Charlie Murphy, rest in peace to him. Very, very funny, hilarious comedian. His storytelling was great. If anybody's ever seen the Dave Chappelle show and seen some of his skits, they are hilarious.
Some of the craziest stuff, you probably ever seen in your life, for real.
Exactly. So, he will be severely missed. And then, of course, Dan Rooney, who built that Steelers franchise. One of the most consistent owners in the league. You think about the Steelers and their consistency each year, and the fact that they don't change coaches very much. You think about it, they still have single-digit coaches in their entire history. So
that's amazing.
It's just a model of consistency and the way that they've done things. To win rings in different decades and things of that. And of course, the Rooney Rule with having to interview at least one black coach before you hire a coach. I thought that was great. It gave a lot of new coaches different opportunities, and one of those coaches, Mike Tomlin, who's still there. I believe everybody thought that they were going to hire the old coach from Arizona. I can't think of his name right now, but he was actually the assistant coach at that time, and I think everybody thought he was going to be the one that hired him. Mike Tomlin ended up being the one being hired, so it was great.
Yeah, I think it's amazing what he's done for the NFL, for football, and the Steelers have been a staple for the past, I don't know how many years. So he's been huge. He's been huge for the organization and for the NFL, like I said. All right, so let's get into the topics from this week. I had to talk about this one first. We got this Romo Mavs tribute situation. It was comical. I think, and I said this from the beginning, I said this on Monday, that he should get some type of recognition. I think this was almost like a joke, though. Making kind of parading the guy around. Saying that all he had to do was come to the game, sit on he could have sat next to whoever, and they could have said Tony Romo's here. He had a great career, but for him to be warming up and stuff like that, as a fan, I would love that. But as Tony Romo, I don't know. I don't know how I guess he appreciated it. He was there, but I got to get your thoughts. Was this a joke or was this for real?
So it sounds like it was for real. And in that essence, it was a joke, right? There was no way that Romo was about to suit up and actually play a basketball game. I wouldn't have believed it. But it would have been great for publicity. You think about, the Dallas Mavericks in their season this year. It didn't go as well as they expected. Was supposed to be a playoff contender, and just came out the gate with so many injuries that they were really never able to bounce back. So, I think this aspect of doing things is a way to bring attention to the team. And again, I always love Mark Cuban. One thing I love about him is his innovativeness. He's been known as a great owner in the league, and he's always done things a little differently. You look at that Dallas Mavericks locker room, for example. It's really, really plush, right?
Exactly.
They're comfortable. He takes care of his players. He takes care of their organization. So, in that aspect, it wasn't. I think he was being serious, but in essence, to the fans, it was a joke in the aspect of, man, Romo is not playing basketball. Let's stop it.
Yeah, really. Big shout out to the 3-point conversion. Raphael Haynes, he does a Stop It segment on his show. He's on the 3-point conversion station on Spreaker. But that would definitely be a Stop It moment right there. But I think it was interesting how everything went down. And also want to give a shout out to Texas Ty. He's in the chat room. We got Jelani JB Bodie from the Wait a Minute show. His show will be on at 8 o'clock tonight on Spreaker. Also, Chief Rocker in the building. The Knicks fan. We're not gonna talk about the Knicks today because, well, actually, we may talk about that, Chief Rocker. So
yeah,
stay
we probably should. We should probably touch on it a little bit.
Yeah, and we got the podcast brothers in the building, kicking it with Kesey, Big L. Chat room is jumping, so appreciate everybody. All right, so the Marshawn Lynch thing is heating up. So reports coming out and basically saying that the deal is done with the Raiders, but I think the situation is the Seahawks still have the rights. So how do you work this deal out, and what are the Seahawks going to want? To me, that's the biggest question in this whole deal, because it's not. I don't think they're just going to give them away for pennies. I think that's the biggest thing to think about here.
Yeah. Well, like I said, of course, we've been constantly hearing rumors about Marshawn Lynch going to the Raiders. And more so because he wants to win one for his city. He believes he can win one for his city before they leave. So that'll be great. That'll be great to see. Now, on a realistic side, how plausible this is going to be, you're looking at possibly some draft picks that are going to be traded. Initially, I was thinking the selling price is going to be high. However, seeing that if they don't trade him, he's just going to sit at home. And, of course, they still have the rights, but they can't get nothing for him. It seems like maybe they will take something that's a little bit lower. Probably a 4th-round pick, maybe 5th-round pick, something of that, which isn't bad for somebody who's willing to sit out and not play again, right? I think Carson Palmer did something similar, and the Raiders traded, I believe, 2 first-round picks for him? Or a 1st-round pick and like a 4th-round pick or something. And there's a huge difference in that. I mean, Carson Palmer, of course, was a elite quarterback at the time. And he still has some years, he still has some serious years left as a quarterback. For quarterbacks, you have a longer lifespan in the NFL. So it made sense for that, for those type of picks or compensation to get him from the Cincinnati Bengals. But with Marshawn Lynch is 32, 33 years old. The lifespan of a running back is around 32. At this point, he's supposed to be on the decline. So, with that being said, you're not going to get much compensation for a running back that old that's already retired. So, maybe a 4th-round pick. I think they can get it for a 4th-round pick. I think the biggest thing is just restructuring his contract at this point. I believe that the Raiders have something in place where they can restructure his contract.
Yeah, I think they're going to have a lot of clauses in this contract. This is not going to be like a simple, hey, come over here, 4 years, $25 million or whatever. It's not going to be one of those type of simple deals. I think this is going to be something that they're going to be very, very careful about, because it's not just a simple thing. And he's took a year off. People don't think about that part. He's took a year off, so I think it's going to be interesting. Now,
that might be a benefit to him, because you got to remember, the last year he played,